if you recall, that a wife had actually cut up the body of husband, put him inside the drum, cemented it. Then there was another visual that came from Uttar Pradesh, that a woman was carrying the body of her husband, the lover was driving it, and they were finding a safe place in the entire town to dispose of the corpse. And it was by chance caught on a CCTV camera.
Yes, I have also read about these cases, so many cases in recent times. And every second day or every third day, I go through one such news item. I don't want to make a comment that only men can murder the women, the wives. So many ghastly crimes have been taking place against the women in the society. But this is a new normal, and I think society will have to think about it. In which direction are we moving? Is it the right thing? And two families are gone of Indore, and the families of all those 4 or 5 hired killers, they are also gone, because I don't think they'll be able to get bail before 20-25 years from Shillong. They won't be able to go and visit them in jail very often, because Shillong is very, very far off. It is not possible for them to visit. So, but exemplary punishment is required in this case, and I think police has already done a fairly good job. And charge sheet will be submitted very soon, I think, in this case. In the new BNSS, electronic evidence has been made admissible. And I think they will take precaution, and they will fulfill all the formalities, and they will put up electronic evidence in a court of law, and it will lead to either declaring it as the rarest of the rare case, or at least life imprisonment to the accused.
Dr. Rachna Khanna Singh, psychologist and founder, director of the Mind and the Wellness Studio. Madam, my question to you is very simple. Even women can kill. I don't want to trivialize the issue, but there's been spate of incidents where women have murdered their lovers, women have murdered their husbands. I mean to say, is it so difficult to say no, walk out of an abusive relationship, or is it so difficult to say in Indian society, no, I don't want to get married to this man? It looks like it's easier to kill and difficult to say no.
So we need to understand that a lot of these incidents which have been, of course, this one is still being investigated. It's extremely sad and disappointing what is happening to the society nowadays. There is a lot of frustration, and there is a lot of pent-up anger. There is a lot of pent-up emotion which is there, which it seems like the women are unable to possibly process and also unable to express. So there is, of course, we do know that we've had a patriarchal society for a very long time, and yes, we are seeing that things are changing a lot. You very rightly asked that, is it that they are not able to express themselves, and then it becomes so difficult for them, or the relationship becomes so difficult to bear that they end up doing heinous crimes like murders, right? So of course, we are, like I said, most of these women have, which has happened previously, I don't know about this, but they don't seem to be criminals or murderesses or serial killers, or they having some sort of a criminal background in place. It is more the frustration, and also the other thing is, in most of these cases, it has come into light that the person was suffering from some mental health illness. Now, we do understand that today, as per the WHO reporting also, 1 is to 4 people have some mental health concern or the others. So which could be anxiety, depression, or even graver concerns like, let's say, bipolar disorders, schizophrenia, which come under psychotic disorders. Now, if such is the case, we also have to see the overload of mental illnesses in our society currently. If the overload is so high, and when we are not looking into the overload, there is no psychoeducation in the society. So thankfully now all the TV channels, all the newspapers have psychologists, have mental health experts sitting on to explain to people for psychoeducation. Even now all schools and colleges in metro cities have got mental health counselor in place. So it's very important for us to change the fabric of the society at the onset itself, and also to recognize if someone is actually having a mental health concern. If that recognition is there, then the treatment will be there, and then we may be avoiding such kind of crimes and even suicides, by the way. Right now, it's coming into a lot of light because there's a murder in place, but we have seen there's a large number of suicides in place as well. So, thereby, we need to go into the bottom to see two things. One is, like I said, the society, which is the overbearing patriarchal society, which is changing, and yes, it is changing, but the overload on the woman may be so much, especially people coming from rural areas, etc., where they're not, even if they're able to express themselves, people around them don't give them space to express and also to say a no.